Hello, good day. Is your host Klaus. So another daily analysis of charts. So before we get into what we'll be doing today, let's see the previous one. Yeah, before we get to this is a trade I got into yesterday on Volatility 75. Yep, this is something I analyzed yesterday. I think when was that? When was that? It was I think maybe 2 to 3 hours after posting. That is when I analyzed it because I was looking up and down and I was like, there should have been a trade on this already. So here was consolidation before it started going up. So I then got in on the trade. Um it was around here. No, because you already formed this, it was coming down. Yeah, it was around here when I did this. So I did it to like follow this previous low. This was our break, our order block here. So as you can see, if I had put it on the 50, it would have been a sniper entry. I did use the 4 hours time frame, I think. Yeah, I used the 4 hour time frame, which is this particular one here. But on the 1 hour, I didn't just use this. I think I also used this to move the SL up the way down here. That is how I got the trade. So let's see 50%. I haven't closed it because I think I am at I have a profit of because I'm using 0.01, so the lowest slot I can use. So I think I am let me check. I can check it on my system. I normally use my phone. Okay, on my phone I am $11.51 profit. So that is it. And it looks like it will still come down up to here. So if you want to take this trade, I would say you can wait for it to get up to here, up to here. You can put your trade here, or you can put your trade here, any of the two. But I prefer you putting it on here. This is the 50. Then when you put it on here, you can move. You can say you are targeting up to this level. Yeah. Why me? I didn't target up to that. I just target up to this place here that I see something like liquidity. I feel like that is where it might change. So I just target there. But there's a high possibility of it getting up to this up. But anyways, that is that. So we'll go to what we did yesterday. Let me save this just because of this. Let me go to um yeah, what we did yesterday. Yep, it got in, went up some, and then we are back to our entry. So if you had like moved to BE, I always tell you this: once you see profit, you move to BE. Same thing I did with um. Okay, no, on this my volatility, yeah, the SL was previously down here, so I moved the SL now up to here. It's not still close to BE, but previously my SL was $4 to $5, I think. As I moved it up to here, now my SL is $2. So eventually, because I feel like it's going to retest this zone, that's why I just left it on here. If it eventually comes to retest it, so when it comes to retest it, yeah, then when it retest and they start going up, then I'll then put my SL around here. So yeah, this is shift. You could say from here shift. if you want. But this was what I classified as my this was what I classified as my shift. A BOS, another BOS here. So I think that shift was on 4 hours time frame. Yep, it was on the 4 hours time frame, which you can still use this as your shift, then your BS. So that is that. Now back to the one we did yesterday. So it's still, now let's go to 24 hours time frame. It's still looking like it would actually buy. So it's still kind of valid. Because as you can see, it didn't go below there. It gave us equal low, and it went back up. Which, if you remember yesterday, I said it has to come down. Then when it go up here, because that is where I put our trade. When it goes back up, that's when we start entering, and that's when we trigger our entry and all that. So that is that for what we did yesterday. I think this one, it was a loss. Yeah, yeah, a loss. Move. I think that is all for that. I'm like trying to see if I can create an EA that will like embody all these using a daily 4 hours and the 1 hour um as the driving force. Mm-hmm. This is what we do today. So make a copy. VIX 100 1S, VIX 10 1 SV. Okay, selling on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to, yeah, it's still selling. This is our lowest, and then this is our highest. This video is really long, and we haven't really done what we want to do. So before we go further, please, I beseech you, or I plead with you, do follow my account, and guys, do subscribe and like, and also do give me a comment. Like that is, I would say, that is what will be a kind of encouragement, and it should mean that, yeah, some people actually find value in what I do. Yes, I know that I'm normally preferably somewhat doing it just for myself, but I was still like, let me that some people actually find it of interest, and they find it some value in it, and then even still you can still like correct me on some things that you feel like I am doing wrong. So like I said, I'm also learning. This is something that you learn every day. So I would also like to learn from you if you feel like there are some things you can teach me. And like I'm just doing all this for free. I'm not like requesting anybody to pay me or any shit like that. Now these lines I'm drawing here, they're like points of interest, because when it breaks here, that means we have to like retest, because if you draw a Fibonacci here, Fibonacci is going to somehow represent those lines, as you can see, slightly above, slightly above, slightly beneath. Fibonacci somehow represent those lines also. So it's our lines of interest. Let's say you are getting in on any trade because it's going down. You are getting in on any trade. You can put here as your TP for the first one because once it gets there, it's going to bounce back. You look for another order block. You move to the next one as your TP. Once it gets there, it might bounce back again. So those are like your safe bets for where to put your uh, TP. So that is just something that just came in mind, and I said I should share it and also kind of remind myself of it because I did it previously when I was learning. They taught something like this, and I would say since then I haven't really used it. So this is our shift. These are shift or change of structure. Sure, change of structure or shift anyone is literally same thing. We have a BOS here, we have another BOS here. This one came up to here, went to bit above, came back down. Then this one came up to this very level because there is a slight FVG around here. So that was that. And I would say this place hasn't been mitigated. This is a buy, then we are going for a sell. So hasn't been mitigated. Or you say that mitigated it. Let's just get to the fast time frame. For hours time frame. So the highest. Okay. It was mitigated. Okay. It was slightly mitigated around there. Yeah. Move it up here. Same thing. Shift BOS, another BOS here. BOS, BOS. You could call this, let's see. In a way, you could call this liquidity. Came, it grabbed liquidity because it got up to this level, yeah. Let's see, below, it didn't really even touch it. LQ, and then instead going down. Then let's see, we use this. If you go to the 1 hour and probably 15 minutes, you see something of shift, BOS, BOS here, and then here is forming another kind of shift. So it will be a shift. We have to come back up here to mitigate this, then probably go down. I think that is what I feel might happen here. So this will be a sell to this level, then come back up, test some other one, then probably come up to here. Let's see 1 hour. Currently, you can even just put a sell from here to just, let's see, because we have something of this nature. Yeah. something of this nature. Sometimes these lines I use them, but not as frequent. This is yep, buy, came here, it broke, we tested, and then it started going down. So it's a sell. Another kind of confirmation. So if you go to the 4 hours time frame, you could literally just get a sell from here to up to this level, like to this level or to this level. If you're interested in that, so this is just what I'll put here. So even if you get in on it or not, it won't be all that bad. Because this is just something that if you just put on here, no, put your SL up to this very level, your TP up to here. So even if you miss, like even if the market doesn't get up to here, it's something that we have already confirmed that this is a sell. So you can look for another opportunity to get yourself. So this is just what I'm saying here because this is already a missed opportunity here. So you can either continue with the market by putting a sell on here up to this very level, or you wait and see if it's going to get deep into here to move down again. So this is what we have on VIX 10. One sec. Hope I'll see you guys on the next with more subscribers and comments. Thanks for watching.